We're recording. We're streaming.
Good evening, folks. It's Thursday. It's Game Therapy 1000 Insane Worlds. Welcome back to the Goodman Games Twitch channel. My name's Bruce, and once again, I'm here with my buddy Brendan, and we're going to play some Dungeon Crawl Classics. But before we get to Brendan, I'm going to introduce you to some familiar faces and some new faces for the table tonight. So let's get started with Mike, who I believe is going to be playing our cleric.
Yep, I am Mike. I'm playing Rathan the cleric.
Welcome aboard. Familiar face number one, we've got Chase, who's going to be playing our warrior. How you doing, Chase?
Hi, my name is Chase. I'm playing Fritz the Tipsy. He made barrels and eventually he wanted to try out what was in them. So,
fantastic. Thank you and welcome back. And Marcus, welcome back yourself.
Hi there, it is Marcus Flores. I am going to be playing Perfect Thomason, the elf, former elven forester. I was perfect at that, so why don't I be a perfect adventurer?
Super. And a new face to the stream, but somebody very important, the person behind info@goodmangames.com. It's Jess McDevitt. How you doing, Jess?
Hi. I'm Jess, and I'm playing Rocky McStoneface.
Oh, awesome, fantastic. And of course, last but not least, it's Brendan.
Judge Brendan, at your service. Thank you all so much for tuning in, and we love having everybody here. And I'm really excited about today's adventure. So if you're watching at home and you're in the chat window, let me pull up my thingy. If you're watching at home and you're in the chat, there are a couple of puzzles are going to come up during this. It is fully okay for you guys to send suggestions out to my players over the chat, especially really bad ones. If you have some really daft ideas that might get them into even more trouble, up top, like let's force rank those up, and everything else behind. No, seriously, if you have any ideas or want to help anybody out with any of the stuff going on in today's whatever, by all means, jump on in the chat room. I'm just getting my phone set up so I can actually watch, and before my phone dies, and there we go. Look at this. Everybody is in the house. We're looking handsome. So lovely, everybody. So lovely. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about. So you guys are all just on your way back from your first ever funnel adventure. You have survived. You have leveled up. You have learned the secrets of all of your trades, and now you're sort of out looking for adventure. So on a hot tip, you are making your way across the wilderness towards the capital city, where you hear there is all kinds of work for people. But before you get there, you come across a township, the likes of which you've never seen before. So as you make your way down the winding path, you see a clearing in the distance. You pass out of the dense woods and you see a town like you've never seen before. This is an entire small village, seemingly made of oversized tongue and groove logs, simply stacked into place with no other fasteners in sight. Each building has been painted red, white, and blue. You've never seen such a colorful township. All is clearly not well. There are several burnt husks that were once buildings, now just ash and blackened timbers. Smoke rises from one pile as if the fire only recently went out. A river runs past the village, and in the distance you hear the peaceful susurration of a waterfall. As you approach the village, you see a woman scurrying between buildings with an armload of what appears to be loaves of bread. She sees you and her eyes go wide. What are you doing out in the open? Come with me right now before he sees you. Come. She runs across the dusty street and into another building. A red, white, and blue door opens up and someone helps her inside. In the distance, you hear the shrill cry of a bird. The sound is immense and it echoes across the village. So she's standing there at the doorway going, come on, looking up at the sky, is trying to see. We don't know what.
What do you reckon, guys?
Well, since we just came from our first ever funnel and we lost lots and lots and lots of friends, I'm going to run towards that door.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I'm with you.
All right. So all of y'all run inside, and like the lady slams the door behind you, and she's like, "Okay, I think we got lucky. You can't just be out in Georgetown during the day anymore right now. It's crazy.
Oh, no.
You don't understand how bad it is here. Um, and then you hear a woman from behind says, "Excuse me, Miss Scarlet, who are these strangers I've never encountered before?" And she's, "I'm so sorry, Mrs. Mayor. May I please make the introductions? I haven't had the pleasure of meeting our travelers, and I don't know their names yet. But for all of you, this is Mayor Lady Bianca Periwinkle." And she kind of gives you a stiff bow. She's a professional woman, you know, and she says, "How do you do, travelers? I wish I had better tidings for you coming here to Georgetown as it is, but these are dark times indeed going on here in our lovely city of Georgetown." She's,
Why? What do you mean, dark times? What's troubling you here?
she says, "Well, you know, this has been you know, Georgetown has been a quiet. We're off by ourselves. We do things our own way. We have a way that we do things that we're very proud of here, and all has been, you know, one. It's village. We've been outside of the wars and the most of the terrifying events that have happened to the rest of the world for so long. But over the last several weeks, this creature arrived. It's like an eagle, but it's the biggest eagle you've ever seen. He calls himself Big George Lincoln. He can speak, and he showed up one day and he told us that he was going to be the new protector of our city. And then he commenced to shooting eye beams at any human or animal that didn't run away quickly enough. He's caused an obscene amount of damage in the last several weeks. No one can do their jobs. We can't go out of the city. I mean, it's been horrific, just absolutely horrific. And she kind of like looks you over and she's like, "You look to me to be adventurous types." Well,
Well, you guessed right.
I see. Well, you know, one of the things that Big George has done is he keeps snatching away gold and valuables from travelers and from our own city and such, and he's not allowing anybody else to do their jobs. And he's burning down houses. He nearly destroyed the giant Lincoln Log factory. You know, just you know, several weeks ago, and that's a cornerstone of our economy. You know, if you we have an idea of where he is. If you follow the cliff path all the way down to the base the base of the cliff, we believe that he makes his lair somewhere in the dark forest. And if you were able to discover where he is and find him there and put an end to this menace, well, we would be forever in your debt. And any of course, any treasure that he has, and I'm sure he must have a lot by now, I would be more than willing to say belongs to all of you. Will you help us in our hour of need, travelers? Will you come to the aid of Georgetown and its people?
Yeah.
We will.
It does my heart good to
Will.
see. Thank you. It does my heart good to see that there are stalwart, upstanding citizens who are still here, you know, still honorable people who are living out there. So what you want to do, she said, you got to go quickly because, you know, it's Big George can arrive at any time. You want to go to the goat trail. And she describes where the goat trail is just on the outskirts of the town. So follow the goat trail down past the cliff face, and it will lead you down all the way down. You take it far enough down, it'll take you all the way down to the dark forest, and we're certain we've had many reports that that Big George Lincoln is somewhere within the dark forest is his lair, even though it's not really that big, and he's a huge giant eagle. It's in there someplace though.
Mayor, there's no rhyme or reason as to when Big George Lincoln flies by. There's no time.
No, and sometimes he genuinely helps people, but most of the time he says that he is helping, and then he kills an animal or sets a building on fire with his red, white, and blue eye lasers.
Right, he's occupying you and then randomly killing. Familiar. All right.
I'm afraid so.
It's a strange brand of freedom and protection, that isn't it?
Isn't it?
I mean,
Isn't it, my old friend?
He seems to think he's helping, but is not the case. It doesn't seem to. You know, while he does occasionally help, more often than that, he sows destruction and sorrow amongst the happy people of Georgetown.
well, sounds like a trip to the dark forest for us guys.
Thank you. We will be forever in your debt if you can rid us of this horrifying menace. Sorry, just saying hi on the chat window. Hi, everybody on the chat room. I'm not going to be on a ton, but I just want to say I do want to say that just thanks so much for everybody for tuning in. All right, so are y'all going to make your way to the goat trail and start heading on down?
I have something to ask the mayor first.
Of course.
So my guy reaches into his really baggy pants and pulls out this flask and he says, "Free refills."
She's like, well, we don't have very much by the way of equipment because all commerce has been shut down by this creature. But I will, for my own personal, if you need something for your journey, I will give you something for my own personal. Of course, it is our local and national drink, apple pie brandy, and we hope that you enjoy it. And yeah,
Cinnamony.
she gets a decanter from her personal stock and fills up your flask. And she says, may it bolster your spirits when the going gets tough.
Awesome.
Right. Head off or wait till night?
Oh no, he's worse at night. He can see in the darkness.
It's like he's watching over you all the time.
I'm afraid so. I think I genuinely believe he means well. I believe this in my heart of hearts, but he keeps just destroying things. And so y'all make your way over to the goat trail, following her directions.
Absolutely.
All right. All right, so the goat trail is a sharply angled rocky path, goes between 6 and 15 feet wide, so it goes down the cliff face. So as you go down the goat path, obviously, like if you were to take take too many steps to the left, you would fall like down into the ravine. And looking over the side of there, you can see there's definitely a very dark forest, a forest down there. It's very dark, like it's got dark trees, but you also see lights from within that forest. Even from this high up, you can see that there are sparkling lights somewhere from within the interior of the forest there.
There we go. I'm going to try to cast, because it might be dangerous. I'm going to try to cast Featherfall to see if I can protect us in case we go up and over the cliff face.
Oh, sure. Like have it. All right. Go ahead and make that spell check.
Okay. Of course. Altogether, we have ourselves a lost failure.
Huh. Well,
Good start. Nice one.
Yeah, it is a good start.
you know what?
Dip
It
a toe
only.
in the water, see how cold it is.
Yeah. It, if you need it, you better spend it luck. You know what? Yeah. If you need it, you're respending some points. You know what I'm saying? Because goodness
Okay.
knows, a fall is. Like I said, as you look over the cliff, it's hundreds and hundreds of feet down to the basin, to the bottom of there and such. So we
I
follow
perfectly wave my hands, but nothing happens.
you can just tell them it worked. How would they know unless they tried it? No, I'm kidding.
You're covered, fellows.
All right, so as you make your way down there, after about 100 yards, the trail suddenly drops off 10 feet, just beyond a pair of stout poles framing the road. Standing at the edge, you can see that the trail has become a basin. So there's like in front of you, there's like a perfect basin that's cut into the trail there, and standing at the edge. At the bottom, you were surprised to see hundreds of snakes making a writhing carpet that goes on for more than 40 feet. There are stout rope lines hung from the poles on your side of the basin to two further poles at the end, where it looks like the trails resume. There are wooden rungs set into dangerous-looking loops down the length of the rope, spaced closely enough to allow a careful climber a dangerous way to the other side. To the right of the basin is the sheer wall of the mountain, going up more than 200 feet at this point. To the left is the tiniest ledge of rock, and beyond that, a drop of what must be more than 300 feet to the valley floor.
Okay.
This is normal.
So what we could do is, if only we had somebody really agile to nimbly climb across.
Brendan, I'm going to burn that luck now to get Featherfall back, at least to have it handy.
Okay, well, okay, so you were talking about burning a spell burn point for that. The thing is, it only lasts for a couple of rounds, so it's probably better that you wait until you need it and then hit
Okay.
it. You know what I'm saying? Because
All
it's we'll have to actually start counting rounds. I think it's like since your first level, I think you only get like I don't know a certain number of rounds, and you want to better to wait until
It's really needed. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is like I'm just trying to picture. On one side, there's the sheer face of the
Yeah.
mountain going up.
One side it goes all the way up, okay. On the other side it goes all the way down. So if like you go too far on the other side, and there's just a very narrow kind of a wall there. And then in that basin there, it's just completely filled with snakes.
And the walkway across it's like I can picture it like a ladder, like a rope ladder.
Like a rope bridge. Think like Temple of Doom rope bridge, like that kind of thing. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I presume we've got like our adventuring equipment, rope and stuff with us.
Yeah, and if there's anything you guys are like should have and think oh I should have this piece of equipment, I will give you a luck check for it. But if you don't, if that luck check fails, whoever asks, then no one has it. Then no one has it in the party.
All right. So do you want to rope me up? I mean, unless anybody else is volunteering, I will.
How's your agility, Dirk?
I'm a 13, but I have other skills as well, which I don't like to talk about. I will. Yeah, if you want to rope me up, I will try and get to the other side with a fresh piece of rope. Just to reinforce, just to give us some protection if this thing's, and of course, should anything untoward happen to me, you can haul me in, right? I mean, we've got a stout dwarf and a strong warrior. Okay, so Dirk's going to try and shuffle out gently on the rope bridge.
Sounds good. Okay, so you start making your way over the rope bridge. Um, okay, give me a DC 13 agility check.
Nope.
It's kind of rickety. You're going to go ahead and fit. You don't make it. All right.
Hang on. 13, you say?
Yes.
I'm not going to fail at the first hurdle. I'm going to burn. I'm going to burn. Hang on. 10. DC 13, you say?
Yeah, DC 13.
What's my luck diet? First level?
D3. D3 for luck at yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm going to burn 2 points of luck then.
All right, let's see it. Come on, Dirk.
Got it. Yeah. That's a 14.
So all right. So it's rickety, and at one point, like some of the planks actually kind of like move aside, and you have to hustle, but you make it over there to the far side. While you're doing it, suddenly you see this shadow overhead appear, and sure enough, like you weren't even sure that you believed it, but like there is an enormous eagle, okay, and it just sort of flies over there and kind of hovers at the end. It's sort of like it yells at you. You're on the far side. It yells over. It says, "Welcome to Georgetown. I am here to help and protect." And then it drops an egg that lands over on the side there next to where Bruce is. And the egg, when the egg opens up, the egg opens up and these two lizards come out of there hissing and squealing at Dirk. And then he says, "Be careful. Some of those snakes are probably venomous. Good day, citizens." And then he flies away. So with you on the far side of the bridge, everybody else on the near side, let's go ahead and get me an initiative check. My pike and lizards are going to go on 5. There are 2 of them. All right, so Raffin the cleric, what'd you get?
A 3.
3 for Raffin. 5 for lizards. Okay, Rocky McStone's face, how'd you do?
5.
5. So you tied with my lizards, but as anyone who watches the show knows, I give ties to the players. All right, Dirk, how'd you do?
13.
13. Okay, Fritz the Tipsy.
19.
19 for
Nice.
Fritz the Tipsy. And last but never least, Perfect Thomason.
It 12.
12 for Perfect Thomason. All right, so Fritz the Tipsy can go first. So this bridge, as you are checking it out, the bridge is goodness gracious. Sorry, I'm trying to make sure I get this distance right. This thing keeps shipping around. Bridge is 40 feet long, and Dirk is on the far side of it with these two lizards over there by him.
Mhm. So Fritz remembers the days when he was a kid, and he remembers cooking lizard over the fire. So
Mm,
he's kind of in that hungry mood. So he pulls out his crossbow and aims at one of these lizards.
all right, take a shot at the pika lizard. Go ahead and make me an attack
And
roll.
he's gonna try and get a headshot as to not mess with the rest of the meat.
Good call. Go for a headshot on the lizard. All right, I want to see you do it. Make me an attack roll.
Okay, so does a 2 on the D die.
Okay,
So
there goes the meat.
15 total.
You got a total of a 15. All right, that 15 is going to absolutely hit. So go ahead and roll me some damage.
Cool. That will be 4 damage.
Okay, 4 points of damage. You kill one of those lizards. Ah! He looks, he just looks shunned, looks stunned, and looks like he's like, ugh, and then falls over and collapses. Well
Good
done.
eating.
Yeah, I mean, you didn't get that headshot off, but he's definitely zapped. So next is Dirk. Dirk, you've got one that's left that's sitting over there by you. What are you gonna do?
Okay, so sort of nodding or tipping my hat to Fritz, I am going to lash out at the remaining one with my dagger.
All right.
That is no, that's an 8.
That's an 8. He nimbly jumps aside, gets out of the way of your attack, and is getting ready to come in for part two, which looks like it's going to be involved biting you someplace. So that could have gone better, but that's all right, though. You know what, though? Perfect Thomason is about to go, and it's going to be genius. He's going to do something incredible. Get him perfect.
Incredible. Load up the longbow and take a deep breath and fire at that.
Okay, at this
Ghastly
point,
lizard.
at this last round, it was out of range, but now the lizard is it's actually in like melee. So let's be sure we don't miss here and put a hurt on
Just take the
poor
shot.
Dirk.
Take the shot. It'll be fine.
Of course. Perfect.
I have every
Thomas.
faith in our cleric.
I don't miss. That spell went off perfectly fine earlier. That's a 1. I rolled a 1. Yeah,
This is some irony for
one.
your. This is some irony. You know what? Thank you. You should name all your characters perfect just to see how this goes.
That's not a 7, right? Yeah, that's a 1. I thought it was a short dash. That's a 1. I'm so sorry.
You know what? It's a couple of things are gonna happen. First of all, make your fumble check, please.
Right. The fumble die is my D8. Read a 4 upon the fumble.
Okay. Oops, I'm looking at the wrong table. 4. So you fire your arrow off at the same time you manage to snap your bowstring, and you were going to need to repair that at some point. But then also the shot still goes. So go ahead and give me that attack roll real quick.
Let's see that 1 again. That one's a 10.
You got a 10. Dirk, does that get you?
No, it doesn't. Don't you dare burn any luck.
I burned 15. No.
Okay, here we go. And if they buy it, it's 11. All right, cool. Okay, so Sorry, I was having a game issue there. All right, so you do not manage to murder Dork the Thief in his first adventure, first proper personal adventure, which is fantastic. So it's time for Rocky and Stoneface to do something Rocky McAwesome. What are you going to do, Rocky, before my lizard
Okay.
goes?
How close am I to the lizard?
So you are 40 feet away. So you could actually,
Okay.
what's your movement rate?
20.
So you could if you wanted to charge across the bridge and try to get up there and get in this attack and such. But it's a dangerous dangerous to make your way across there. But it's not undoable. If you're feeling lucky, you could get over there and cut this thing in half probably.
Um, okay, let's try it.
All right. What's the worst that could happen?
Right, nobody else is hitting it right now, so.
All right. So first, give me an agility check. Roll me a d20 and add your agility modifier. Make it across from there.
Okay, 14.
14, you make it across without falling through. At certain points, as Rocky like bounds over there, it almost looks like they're going to drop and fall through there, but manages to make it across the other way and such. And you can go ahead and give me an attack check. You'll be +2 to hit for this attack, but -2 on your armor class for the next round. So roll me your attack, your d20 plus your d die, and go ahead and tell me what you get.
17.
17. Outstanding. Well done.
Oh, wait, no, 19. Sorry, 19.
Even better.
Nice.
Even better. All right, so go ahead and roll me some damage on that one.
Okay, it's D10, right?
I believe so, yeah. When you have two-handed axe, it's a D10, yep.
2.
Boom. All right, 2 points of damage. It is still up. But and it's going to go. So since you charged across at it, it's going to hiss and try to bite Rocky. It's going to get a. What's your armor class normally?
16.
So it's going to be a 14 for its attack because you charge. Here it goes. Yeah, he's going to make that. That is going to be the low damage of 1 point of sad damage, but not enough. This. Go ahead and give me a. Fortitude saving throw, please. D20. Add your fortitude bump.
11.
All right. So you know what you like for a moment, like the wound is like you feel this terrible coldness come over you, like you feel your muscles freezing up, but you just fight through it. You have that adrenaline dump feeling that you get after a fight, but you're still up and still doing. The lizard is still alive, but it is injured, and it's getting ready to go again. Except you know what? Raffin's going to get in there and do something Rafferific.
Raffin's going to say a quick prayer to Mother and Father Earth, because he's a neutral cleric, of course.
Loving it.
And he's going to try and run across this bridge to help on the other side.
All right. So go ahead and please give me your reflex check. DC 13.
Oh, that's a 19.
Outstanding. You know the gods are watching over Raffin, who bounds his way across. Once again, the bridge kind of sways. It nearly falls apart, but makes it across to the other side, which is outstanding. And go ahead and what's your? You can go for a charge attack too. You can go ahead and take +2 to hit.
First.
Yeah.
Okay. With mace in hand, I'm going to try and strike this sucker down.
All right, do it.
With a +2, it would give me a total of 9. So that's a miss.
All right. Yeah, that is going to miss. And the thing is hissing at you like it's getting ready to zap you next round. So we will see. And looking below you, as you ran over, you see that all these snakes down there. It's like a complete carpet, a perfect carpet of snakes down there who are now all looking up at you and hissing. So that is it. Fight's going to continue. It's the top of the order. It is Fritz. Fritz, you are you seeing straight enough to make another shot, or what? What are you going to go for?
Yeah. So he just grunts, pulls out a bolt, and reloads the crossbow. And I don't know. I think he's going to take another headshot here, see what he can do.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and that is a 3 on the deed. So
All right. 3 on the deed is fantastic. So go ahead and
17 total.
yeah, fantastic. Go ahead and give me that shot.
hmm
Or damage, rather. Damage. Sorry.
That will be 4 damage total.
4 damage total. Yeah, you zap that thing, and it it tumbles over one time and is laying there dead. Exactly perfect hit. It's sitting there laying there like,
He just gestures to these lizards and he's like, dinner.
All right. Yeah. So you've got a lizard to eat. So right now, Dirk, Raffin, and Rocky are on the far side. So Fritz, perfect. Y'all gonna make your way over?
Yes.
All right. Um, yeah. Go ahead and make that agility. If you're gonna go across the bridge, make me a DC 13 agility check.
Of course, I can do
15.
this.
Come on, perfect. Don't fail me now.
That's a 4.
All right, so 2 of these things just shift out of the way at just the right time, and Tom falls down. Perfect Thomason falls down there to the base, and these snakes got a held action. They've been waiting on you guys to. They've been waiting on someone to drop down there. So yeah, I got some snake attacks coming. You were going to take.
Of course you do.
Of course I do. Let's see.
Not the face. Not the face.
First one is going to get a 6, and the second one is going to get a 9. Do either of those hit you?
We got AC of 11.
Okay, so yeah, so the way it is, while you're down here, a random number of them are going to attack you every round. This time they both miss, but you are down here, and like every snake in here is now like making their way over to you. Except for there's one in the corner actually eating another snake. Like just efficiently devouring one. It's the weirdest thing you ever see in your life. All right, so this is gonna we really need to make another initiative check at this point. You know what? We can actually just keep. If you want to just keep going on this initiative, like we'll just have to roll it again. All right, so let's just call this top of the order with Fritz on top. Fritz, you are still at the far side of the bridge. You see your buddy Perfect is down there, and there are just snakes, like I said, wall-to-wall snakes down here.
Okay, so I'm going to turn towards my other party mates, hold out my hand, and be like, rope.
Okay, so we've already got rope. I've already got rope tied or with me, so I can throw you the end. If you want to, we could maybe make a loop so that we could both pull him back up.
Sure.
All right. Cool. So Dirk's got so Dirk actually goes next, so we can just say that you kind of hold action, and you throw that rope across over to him. Just give me an easy strength check. Give me like a 5 or better to get the rope over to him for Dirk. So here's how that goes. Okay, he's like, I gotcha. But
I'm sorry I shot at you.
It's not the worst thing in the world, though. The rope kind of lands over there by Perfect Thomason, and so it's not the word. You know what I'm saying? Like he has a rope now. It's not.
I don't have hold of the rope anymore.
Gotcha.
That was a 1.
Is that a 1?
Nice.
Oof! Ouch!
I see.
Yeah.
We're going to trick them into thinking that's the mother snake. I'll hold this up. Perfect. Perfect.
That was awesome. All right. Perfect Thomason does not fail you. All right. So so that's awesome. So we're going to continue to move down. Speaking of so it is your turn now. What are you going to do?
I am going to. So it's Is it a pretty sheer cliff face? Can I run to try to scramble up it?
It's 20 feet.
Because the rope.
Yeah. So with using the rope, with Dirk's got it on his end, like it's wrapped around Dirk's waist. Okay, so like you can make a climbing kind of a rappel climb up there with the rope and try to get it there to the edge in safety. However, you're running out of a melee. So I got a bunch of snakes got something to say about it. So here it comes. You are attacked by this round 3 snakes.
Right.
So boom. That's going to be a miss. That's a hit. And you're going to take one hit, and for 4 points of damage. And
Oofy.
yeah, it wasn't great. But you know what though? All you got to do is make me a saving throw. DC
Well,
9 Fortitude save. Yeah,
I'm
dude.
fine.
How bad can
I
it
mean,
be?
come on, really? As long as it wasn't the face. It got my calf.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
that's
kind of
my
got
good
you on
calf.
the buttocks.
Ugh, those are perfect. We got a 13. I made it.
All right, you make your save. This venom feels different. Like you just sort of feel this moment of like lassitude where you're like, oh my gosh, but you shrug it off, and you've got the rope. So go ahead and give me that. Hey, Librace, that's awesome. Go ahead and give me that strength check for both of you. Dirk, you're up on top, so give me a strength check for Dirk. Your strength check's going to be a 14 to like brace yourself and like basically be the anchor for him. And
Oh, son
Tom,
of a.
yeah, you can do it on a 13, Tom, because you're there in the bottom and like pulling it. It's easier on you as long as he doesn't slip up. How bad you fail by, Perf? How bad? Did you really
Burning
Dirk as
luck,
well?
it's fine. It's fine. All right. I haven't got much luck left, but it's fine.
It's a 1.
Did you really get another one?
I'm good. I'm going to change this die around. Yes, that was a 1.
That's beautiful.
Oh,
You
I'm
know
glad
what?
it's
I
not
just
just
want to
me.
go ahead and say for everybody watching today, you are now witnessing my best day ever. And thank you. Thank you for being here with me. Thank you.
Uh-oh.
All right. So you try to climb up, you slide back into there, and on their turn, I got a whole squad of snakes that are about to come and see you about how they feel about Mammalian invasion of their land. But that's all right though. It's there's still there's still time to do something. We'll see what it is. All right, so that was perfect. It is Rocky McStoneface. Rocky, what are you gonna do, buddy? You're muted.
Story of 2020. You're muted. Um, how far am I from the bottom?
It's 20 feet down to the bottom. I probably should have rolled some damage for perfect, but when you land, you kind of land on a carpet of snakes, so it's not as bad landing there.
Oh, good.
So
Okay, because I was wondering if I could go down and use my shield to try to bash some of them.
yeah, like kind of like jump and sort of like land and make a platform to land on with your shield. You can if the D die is right. So go ahead and make your attack roll.
Nope, I got a 1.
You got a 1.
On the D
Okay.
die.
Oh, on the D-die. I was about to say, just crush me. Get it over with.
16.
All right. So I will say you can. So now you're using your shield in a one-handed weapon. So not your battle axe or like a smaller weapon. But you leap down there. You can still make your attack roll on two snakes down while you're down there, and what do you call it? You can still make your attack roll, and like just see how you do, and add your +1 for your D die. But yeah, you're standing there amongst the snakes now.
Okay, so do I do a D14 since I'm using my shield?
Yeah, do your D14, but you can also, you can also do a D20 with your other weapon too. Like say you had whatever, as long as it's a one-handed weapon, not your battle axe, but a smaller thing.
All right, with the +1, I got a 15.
Yeah, that's gonna hit. You are going to give me some damage, please.
And my damage is D3. Sorry. 3.
All right. You take yeah. So you actually kill a snake.
Woohoo!
Yep. All right. Awesome. So it is their turn. So yeah. So I'm rolling here. So 3 of them attack Perfect Thomason. Here goes. You run it. I got a 15, a 14, and an 18.
Oh,
Is that 3 hits?
That is, and I don't have that many buttocks.
Well, what's the worst that could happen? So he'll take
The face.
Yep. You take a total of 4 points of damage.
Sweet.
All
I'm
right.
down.
Okay. Well, then we'll forestall those saving throws then. Okay. So Perfect Thomason goes down in a halo of snakes that are all over him and are just making mincemeat out of him. And then 3 also attack Rocky this round. What's your armor class?
Do I still have the -2?
No, that was just for that one round.
Okay, 16.
Okay, so you are only hit by 1. You will take 1 point of damage, and please give me a Fortitude save, DC 9.
Six.
6. Okay, so you also take 1 point of agility damage as this the venom courses through your veins. Also, this round you see that quickly a bunch of the living snakes eat that snake that Rocky just killed last round, and another one, like exactly one snake, gets born this round in the corner, and it looks like it's born, like you actually see it birthing, and it looks like big enough to like it's ready to fight. You know what I'm saying? Like it was born, like, prepared to do this and such. So, yeah, there's a whole bunch of them there, and Perfect Thomason is laying there right now. So we'll go ahead and see how that plays out. But you guys have 1 round to get him either out or a cleric in to heal him, and before before he must go and face that far shore. So let's try to not let that happen. Speaking of which, Rothin, it is your turn, my bud.
All right, I'm scheming here, trying to come up with a different couple ideas. I had some good ideas, but now I think I'm going to have to jump in the pit.
That's the best idea I've heard. And
Were you gonna get in the pit?
Oh, I got to heal you, don't I?
You can. Yeah.
What, just out of curiosity, what are unholy creatures for a neutral character?
well, I am glad that you asked.
I was trying to look that up really quickly.
I got you. The unholy. I'm gonna say it like I know what I'm talking about. Something. Oh, unholy creatures. I know exactly what those are. Oh, actually, you know what? Mundane animals,
That's
undead,
what I
demons,
was
devils,
thinking.
monsters, lycanthropes, and perversions of nature like yogs and slimes. So yes, you can actually turn these things with a correct roll.
I'm going to try to turn them.
They're not really okay. All right. All right.
And then maybe scurry down to help him.
Gotcha.
Can I do that in one turn?
Yeah, you can jump down and turn in 1 turn. Absolutely. All right.
This is going to be tough.
It is going to be rough.
Right.
Turning stuff is difficult. Luckily, these things have got not a whole lot of hit dice, but still.
What do I get? Do I get a 1 at first level? I think a bonus.
It should be on your sheet, but if it's not, it's you have a plus. It's your character level plus your personality modifier.
Okay, so +1, yeah. Ah, boy, that's a 5.
Yeah, you try shouting at these snakes, and they aren't trying to hear it. So that's all right though. But you are going to make your way down there still.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. You also make your way down. Yeah. So you jump in and land on a cushioning, layer of snakes, and do not take any damage from the fall down there. But we'll see what's going to happen next. So it's the top of the order. Fritz, you're still on the far side over there. What you gonna do, Fritz?
So, seeing this, I'm thinking I want to slide into the pit, try and sling Perfect Thomas over my shoulder and get him out.
Okay, so this round you could jump down and run over to where he is. And what's your movement rate?
25.
Yeah, you can get to him and lift him this round, I'll say, but you can't. You'll be down there for next round.
As I'm going down, can I try and stomp on the snake?
If you give me a 3 or better, roll your D die first. If you give me a 3 or better on your D die, a 3 on your D die, I will allow that to be part of your movement rate.
That's actually a 3.
Outstanding. Yeah, make me an attack roll.
Okay. So just damage, like a D3 of damage?
It'll do, do a D3 plus your strength modifier plus the 3 on the D die. So.
Oh, geez, 6.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of land in such a way. I mean, everyone's landing on snakes when they jump in here, but you really dig in and just, gush one of these snakes over there, which again is almost instantly devoured by its fellows. Just go after it with real efficiency, But you make it over to PT, and you've got him up on your shoulder. And next round, you can do something crazy.
Cool.
So we will see what that's going to be. So that is. All right. So it's Dirk. It is your turn. You still have the rope attached to you. What are you going to do?
I was wondering about getting some fire down there, but I think no, just trying to get the rope in position to help. Maybe hold my action, other than make sure that they can all see the rope. Get the rope as close to
Gotcha.
to
All right,
as possible.
you can throw that rope
I'm ready
down there.
to help.
Gotcha.
When they're climbing, yeah.
All right. So you throw the rope down and it like loops like and you're ready to brace yourself. And since you spent your whole round bracing yourself to do it, I will give you a higher die when a strength check comes up when someone tries to climb out of there.
Sounds
I'll
good.
give you a D24 for your check since you are all geared up for it.
Also,
all right.
Yeah, cool.
So it is that was Dirk. Did I skip Fritz? No, Fritz is down there. So what is perfect time? This is round 1 of you being out. You have until your next round before it gets bad. And it is time for Rocky McStoneface. What are you gonna do, Rock?
Okay. I think I'm gonna take my club and try to bash some of these around us.
Gotcha. Try to bash some with the club.
Okay, got a 1 on the D die. Oh, good lord! I got a 1 on my action. Yeah.
Okay, that is a fumbleia. So go ahead and make me your fumble check, and don't forget if you have a luck modifier to add your luck modifier to that. Guys, listen. So let's just say if we end early, let's just say we'll order pizza and have a laugh, and just we'll just move on. We'll just catch
11.
up, and then you got an 11 on your fumble check.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
I've actually never killed anyone on this adventure before. This would really be something. You'd be historical precedent. Your wild swing leaves you off balance. You take a -4 on your next attack roll. So you can attack with your shield if you want to, but you will be -4 to hit.
Okay. Can I go again or not?
Yeah, you can make a D14
okay.
attack with your shield for your shield bash, but you're -4 to hit with it. So, however, these things have a garbage armor class, so who knows? You might get your snake.
2.
2 points. 2 to hit. That's gonna miss. Yeah. So you never fought snakes before. They're all twisty and hard. It's you kind of got to get used to fighting these things. These things are all scattering all over the place and making themselves hard to hit. But the fight is going to continue. It is their turn. So I will say that since Fritz has gotten Thomas lifted out of there, none of them are going to try to eat him this round. But a few of them are going to go after both of our down in the pit heroes. Fritz, you are attacked by 1 snake for it's going to get a 19. You take 1 point of damage, and please give me that. I know, right? Why not get snakes? 1 point of damage, and please give me that fortitude save, DC 9.
Okay. Jeez. 6.
6. All right, you take down the line. You take 1 point of strength damage from this, and you also feel kind of like gross and like lassitude. You know what I'm saying? You're like, ugh, All right, and then the other one is going to go after Rocky. You are being attacked by two snakes, full armor class. I got a 9 and a 7. Those are both going to miss you. So two snakes try to get it, but they are going to fail. And then Raffin is also down there in him. Raffin, here comes snakes at you. Oof! I got 3 snakes coming your way. What's your armor class?
15.
15. Oh, I got 1. I got you once. You are going to take 3 points of damage, and please give me that. Fortitude save, DC 9.
Yeah, I'm at a -1.
All right.
And I rolled a 3.
Okay, so you are going to take 1 point of stamina damage.
That leaves me down to a 3 stamina. Ooh.
Wow.
Oh boy.
Man. Well, first level, guys. You know
It's
what?
a short adventuring career.
Yeah, here's what we'll do. If everybody dies, we'll all hand one character over to the left. We'll start with a new party, come up with some names, and just say, okay, so we're over the bridge looking for our old friends, Dirk, Rothman, Fritz, Rocky, and Perfect Thomason. When? No, I'm kidding. Um, I'm here to find the man that killed my pa. I heard he was a snake, a real snake, like a literal snake. All right. That's all right though. That's all right though. I believe in y'all. And um, that is all my guys there. Roffin, it's your turn now. Roffin, now is the time to heal Perfect Thomason.
Yep. I'm not feeling so good myself, but I'm gonna run over to him and see if I can lay some
Rock and
hands
roll.
on. A 10. Can I burn luck on that?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Because I need to get to 12, so I'll burn 2 points of luck.
All right. What's your alignment?
I'm neutral.
For Tom.
Oh,
I am
yeah.
lawful.
All right. So he'll get back. You'll get back 1 die, 6 hit points.
6. Yep.
So go ahead and roll that up. And you come. You wake up looking at 1, huh?
Don't ask me to suck the venom out where you got bit. It's not gonna happen.
But they look great. They're all puffy now, and jeez. I'm gonna grab one of these snakes. There's got to be something to this venom we can market. Like Angelina Jolie would like these snakes.
All right. So
1. Yep. Boy, the 1 is haunting me today. All right. There's 1.
I hear you. You know what? Next time, call yourself Thomason the complete screw up. I guarantee you. Boom. That's the irony, which is at the core of the universe, working against you, my friend. All right. So you come to over dude's shoulder, but you're still up and in this. So and hey, you're alive. Roffin saved you, which is fantastic. Fritz, it is your turn.
Right.
Roffin's alive. There's a rope heading down there. What you gonna do, bro?
Okay, so I'm gonna do something crazy. I'm gonna try and get a hold of this rope, and using my above average agility, I'm gonna try and scale this thing with Perfect Thomason over my shoulder.
Scale it with Perfect Thomason over your shoulder. Rock and roll. All right. I am gonna here. I'm calling for a strength check here, but like an upper deck strength check here, buddy. Like I'm talking about like a proper. Like this should sound like a Pathfinder number when you tell it back to me here in a second. That's what I'm asking for. Well, I use my strength feat die, so I get a 23. No, I'm kidding.
So I roll 40,000.
Yep, strength check, buddy. Do it.
Okay. That'll be 12 total. If I can burn some luck on this.
Yeah, burn me 4.
Okay, no problem.
Cool. So Perfect Thomason is now lifted out, and Fritz, the two of them are out there at the top. Provided Dirk makes his strength check, which he's rolling with a D24. D24 strength check. Dirk, give me a D24 roll and add your strength mod.
D24.
Yeah, you're braced up and ready for this, man.
What are you looking for there?
Just tell me how you do, bro. I got you. Let's see how you do.
Did a 9.
You got a 9, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a luck die as well.
Yeah.
I'm warming up.
I'm saying I'm gonna give you a generous 14 on this one for getting them out of there. Sorry, bro. It's 15 before, but now you're braced up a little
Do
bit.
you know, I was all set to burn some extra luck before the elf fell back in the hole. But when he rolled a 1, I didn't burn the luck. So I'm going to burn all the luck I was going to burn to help him out.
There you go. There you go.
So we're going to burn 3 points. And that's done it.
All right. So yeah, you hold tight, and you get you almost get dragged to the edge, but you get lucky, and your foot catches on a rock, and you pull, and Fritz and Perfect Thomason come out of the top and are now safely on the ridge in there, and Rocky and Rafin are still down there in the bottom. Speaking of which, Dirk, this is your turn. I'm gonna say your round is wrangling guys up there. But as long as you're still doing that as your active thing, I'll still give you a die 24 since you're prepping up for that. So yeah, Perfect T, you're at the top now, and you
Hmm.
can unlimber yourself from dude's shoulder. You can still do something.
It could. The longbow is snapped.
Bowbrook on it, yeah.
Shit. You know what? I'm going to save my friends by invoking my patron.
Okay. So we this is the
I'm gonna
as of
burn this in.
this is the as of yet unnamed patron that we're uh yeah, you know what? We're gonna call him your patron is Bonsai. The
Of,
the
of
patron
course
of
it is.
yeah, mhm,
I am a blue blazer.
absolutely. All right, give me that spell. Now you remember for uh, invoke patron check, you got to always do at least 1 point of spell burn,
One spin
which
spell
does
burn.
not count
Yep.
towards the roll. This is 1 point ante in to get this going, and then you get to
Right.
then you can do any extra spell burn and make a roll.
Okay. So we're gonna spell burn from strength for the invoke patron, and I'm gonna burn 4 from oh no, I'm gonna burn 2 from stamina.
Okay, so add 2 to your total roll. Tell me how it goes.
I better not say it. Good. There we go. We got 23 altogether, my friend.
See, there you go, 23. Yeah, so
That's
suddenly,
more like it.
yeah, yeah. Suddenly, like time and time and space completely freezes, and all of these snakes just completely freeze in their tracks. You can look down and you can actually watch as one is being in the middle of being born to replace the one that Fritz killed a second ago. Mid birth, all time is frozen, but only for these things, giving you plenty of time to carefully get everybody out of there and lift everyone back and get them all up there to the side. And in addition, it's also going to 23 is a good roll. So everyone's venom damage goes away for 24 hours. So you guys are cured of your poison damage until this time
Oh.
tomorrow, when it will come back with a vengeance. Vengeance, I say.
Venomgence.
Yep.
Venomgence.
And and he tells you before you disappear. He says, "Just don't forget, wherever you go, there you are."
There you are. Goodbye. Oh.
Fades into the ether, bro.
So
Fades into the ether.
talented. So talented.
He's
That
good at it. All right.
I pay 5 gold piece to each of my friends to thank them, and also to never tell this story to anyone else.
Hush money is doled out.
Yes. I look them. Thank you. Please
you-
don't tell my parents about this.
It's their fault
They
for
worry
naming you perfect.
all the time. Right?
It sets up expectations. They should have called you Booger. Nobody ever expected anything much from a guy called Booger. So so Rafa, you gonna do any healing before we move on?
Yeah, definitely. I think perfect. There, what you got? 1 or 2 hit points?
I have 1 hit point, my friend.
Yeah. Okay.
And if I would have burned more stamina on that spell burn, I would have just died.
That's terrible. I'm so sorry.
That was a disapproval. I just rolled a 1.
All right, roll me a d4, please.
Mother Earth
4.
does not like me so much.
Lowest roll, highest roll. I got a 4.
You got a 4? All right. I'm gonna use some GM fiat here. And the gods communicate to you by speaking to you from your inside and such. And they tell you find a way to free the patriot spirits that are bound within. Do this before you return to the temple. Make it so. So you have been given a guise by these things to somehow free these things called patriot spirits. Who knows what they are?
I shall
Yes,
do
is that
that.
how you say it?
What now?
Geese.
Is that how you say it? Geese? Geish?
I think
That
it's.
popped up on the Facebook the
I
other
saw
day.
that
So.
yesterday too, but you know what though? I think you only get to say it that way if you're Gaelic. That's like the kind of guy that's like, "Oh, I heard you went
Ah,
down to Nicaragua." I won't be that guy. You know what I mean? We say geese, it's Geas. You know what I'm saying?
okay.
Like I can't. You know, geish. I can't be that guy. The one accent, the one word
Yeah,
accent,
I'm
fellow.
terrible.
I know. I you know. I say that, but get me in a French restaurant and see how I do.
All right, let's give this another shot here.
All right.
All right. That's a negative. Not a failure though. Not a disapproval.
All right. But pick up a point of disapproval.
Yeah.
Heal yourself, Ruffin. The
This
gods of the
D20
world
is
does not
terrible.
know. Bitch.
This die is cursed.
You know what?
Okay.
Let's
That
get
is a 16. So
bam. There
16.
you go. So yeah, you'll get back. I think that's two dice. So yeah, you'll get back 2 die 6 for perfect Thomason. What's your disapproval up to now, Mike?
I'm at 3.
All right, that's not bad. That's a little bit. You know what? Maybe this is a good time. We should get rid of all of our bad luck right here in this game today, so we'll have good luck going forward in our
Get it out.
lives. Maybe that's what we're doing. You know what I'm
Get it
saying?
out.
All right, so you guys are on the
Back
far
up
side.
to it.
And are able to continue to make your way down the trail. Beyond the Snake Basin, the trail widens and the incline softens, making walking easier. From your vantage point of the trail, you can look over the dark forest and see the mountains beyond. We continue to make our way down there.
Yes.
All right.
What's the worst that could happen?
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, snakes, lizards.
Yeah. All right, you guys go like quite a way down the trail, and all of a sudden that shadow comes by again and such, and you look over and like sure enough, Big George Lincoln, the mighty eagle, is hovering over you once again carrying a giant egg, and he yells down at you, "Buy war bonds!" And then he drops his egg. 1, 2, 3. He is trying to hit Fritz the Tipsy with his egg. Fritz, what's your armor class?
It's an 18.
An 18. He is not getting you with that egg, my good friend. And what happens is the egg hits the trail. Just where it does, there's kind of an explosion, okay? And you can see that this egg, the impact of it has hit and like made like burst a hole through this trail. And you are looking into some kind of weird like chamber down there beneath it. And also where it hits, the egg cracks, and good. There is a so the egg goes through the crust of the ground, bursting through, hits the floor of the chamber below. The egg bursts open, and where it was, you see this tiny little red, white, and blue. You're not sure what it is, but like a little, because it's down there on the ground, but a little patch or something like that and such. Looking through the crack in the earth, you see a dusty chamber below. Against one wall is a copper-colored metal door built into the stone wall.
Is the hole big enough for us to climb down if we wanted to?
Yeah, it's 10 feet. Yeah, the whole figure it bursts like a 5 foot by 5 foot rough hole, approximately 5 foot by 5 foot hole in the surface of the ground there. And it, sure enough, looks like you can make your way down there to the bottom and with a rope, like climb down. Heck, it's only 10 feet. You could carefully dangle off the edge and drop down.
I can tell this is where these spirits are, and I'm compelled. I've got to go down there to free these spirits from Mother and Father Earth.
We've got a rope, but we can probably do with somebody stronger than me helping.
Yeah, somebody else on anchor. Who's? I'm looking at Fritz and Rocky. What are y'all strengths?
16.
I have a 14.
Yeah. All right. So we maybe Rocky holds the rope, lets everybody go down one at a time, and then slides down.
Yeah.
All right.
Can do.
All right. Not going to make y'all roll for that. Um, yeah. So when you guys are down there, yeah, sure enough, you find yourself down here in this tiny chamber, and there is a, like I said, a copper colored metal door built into the stone wall.
Oh, this is Dirk's specialty right here to check for traps.
I'll go take a look.
All right, give me that check for traps check, my friend.
That's better. That's definitely better. Except the 12. I mean, it was good on the dice until I saw the mod this character's got.
You have a minus.
I thought I was supposed to be good at checking for traps.
You know, you actually find a trap there on that door. Yeah, it looks like the doorknob is set to actually like you get up close to the doorknob and you test it with something, and you realize the doorknob has some kind of like incredibly strong adhesive on the end of that. And if you would, you can kind of peel it back off of there and get, you can undo it. But if you hadn't, it would have grabbed you and slammed you. You think?
There you go, guys. Trap discovered. That's why you bring me along.
And
so you're gonna try to are you gonna disarm it?
Unlocked?
Well, he has to disarm the trap, and it also is locked.
Ah.
Okay, so roll to disarm then. That was 4.
You got an actual 4? Okay, so you're like, okay, I'll really carefully, and then the knob starts to turn violently and sort of like fling your body, like first to the one side and then to the other. So this first round, you take 6 points of damage from being flipped onto the side there by this thing. Kadoosh!
It takes a
I
steady
can't take
hand.
another one of those guys. Help!
You're looking for a strength check to get your hand ripped free from there.
Oh, those have been going great tonight. Thanks.
This whole thing. So
that's a 15 though.
yeah, you managed to do it. Okay. You take 2 points of damage as it peels a layer of skin off your hand as you do it.
And I collapse onto the ground.
And you see like Dirk like, ah! He took a real big blow. He took a body blow. This thing really got him good. And there you go. So hey, Raffin, feel like healing your buddy?
I'm whipping out all my bandages and my first aid kit here and see if I can help him out. Oh, that is it's a dirty 20.
We'll take a dirty 20. So Dirk, you can roll. You know what? I gave you 2 dice earlier. You're only first level. Is that right? Yeah.
Yep.
So what's your alignment for?
Neutral.
So he's neutral as well. So that's going to be roll me 4 dice and then keep the highest 1. Sorry, I forgot you guys max out at your dice level for
5.
Brendan, did you need me to take some dice away from
that's on me. I didn't
Okay.
say, so don't even worry about it.
Okay.
Raffin, thank you.
You got lucky.
No problem. It was fun watching you get flipped around there for a second. It turned out okay.
I mean, so Dirk gets up. He's all right, but he just looks like he's a little bit lopsided. He's still sort of splitting something out of his neck.
Yeah.
He's looking for a massage at this point. Like, oh gosh. All right, but that actually, the trap being triggered, it will. You feel like the trap, with your knowledge, you feel like that trap will not work again. It has to be reset. So you can try to pick that lock.
Wow.
I know, right?
Earning my money tonight, guys. Pick lock is a 15 also.
You pick that lock, no problem. Now that you've got that done and such. Here is what you see in the interior, okay? So you see there's a room in there. You see 3 pedestals, each with a different item hung on what appears to be a humanoid form made from bound hanks of straw. The figure on the left wears a suit of seemingly brand new chainmail armor. The central figure is unrobed but has its hand on the pommel of a sword, its tip touching the pedestal. The figure on the right wears a fine cloak of darkest green. On the north wall is a tunnel, and you hear running water echoing from its depths.
What do you reckon, guys?
And the floor is just a rocky floor, or is it a paved like cobblestone or anything like that?
The floor down here is like well set flagstones, quality workmanship. Rocky, you're impressed by whoever did this knew their stuff for once. So
Yeah.
I would like to take out a copper piece and flip it down to see if I can like guess how deep this thing goes.
Okay, so you walk over there to the edge of it. Okay, so if you could picture it, like you're looking at the very smooth edge of this very long thing, and from where you can see here, it kind of like goes down and then it sort of like dips up a little bit, and there's water like coming from like jets along the edge of it, like that are sort of like it's making water rush down the edge of this thing. Okay, so when you throw that copper coin in there, and it kind of like hits the water and sort of like gets carried along like a little tiny, flat raft, and it goes, wah! And like you hear it like making that like it goes on and on and on until you can no longer hear it.
I have no idea. I'm just
And you say in the sorry, Brendan, in the center of the room, there's a pedestal with 3 figures, or along the walls there's
There are in the center of the room. It's actually 3 pedestals with 3 figures. One which is wearing
statues.
They're actually they're statues. They're made of it's like hanks of looks like hay that are like straw, that are sort of like straw men. They're 3 straw men. Okay, sort of like built up there and such. And the one has got a suit of chainmail armor. The one has its like straw hand sort of like wrapped around the pommel of a sword, and the other one has a fine green cloak on.
Okay. Well, I might as well use my heightened sense to see if there's any other door around.
Sure. You can go ahead and you make your way around. Give me a D20 check, add your intelligence modifier, and your elf level.
Elf level. Okay. So we're at 14.
14. All right. You do not think that there are any secret doors in here. You think that the only way out of here, other than climbing back up, seems to be that weird, twisting, water-filled passageway that goes down.
Well, I'm gonna. This time, don't save me. Take out my staff and kind of tap forward and up until I get to the pedestals.
Okay, like along the floor. Well, Fritz already walked across the floor when he went over there to check out this tunnel. So at least the floor where Fritz walked is safe. So
okay. Well, knowing my luck, I'm still.
Double check it. You've been shook. You've been a little shook. Like you're still you still got snake bites. You're like, okay. So you tap your way up there, and you're able to make your way up there carefully to them, and it all looks good.
Yeah, I'm just getting a closer look at these statues, really.
Okay, yeah. So the statues have been made carefully they're just hanks of straw sort of wrapped up and sort of like tied together to make the form of a man. So yeah, they're like statues but made of straw heads with like straw hair at the top of them and such. And I can describe the items better to you now that you are up close to them. Okay, so this is what you see. Let's see. They are all right. So that armor is a beautiful set of chainmail. It's just gorgeously like done chainmail, like not a scratch, dent, or mar on it. Like it was just came out of the blacksmith shop. The sword, it's a long sword. It's a really beautiful long sword, just gorgeous, really well made. And the cloak, just a deep, deep green cloak, beautiful.
And the metals are iron; they're not mithril.
Yeah, they're the metals seem to all be made of iron. That cloak, though, no metal on that cloak, though.
And green is my color.
What are you folks gonna do? You got items. If you're watching, my phone's about to die here. What do y'all think they should do? What do y'all think? Y'all are watching in Twitch land.
So the only way out is to like go on the water.
That is well, yeah, either like get in there and yeah, you're definitely getting wet, or climb back up the way you came and continue to go down the goat path.
So is it deep water or?
No, it's like if you could picture it, imagine like a big tunnel, okay? But it's smooth. When you run your hands over it, you've never really encountered material this smooth before. Like it's like wow, you can just and then the water is kind of like it's like a continuous but thin stream of water that seems to be coming from the base of it and running down there and such.
Just a big slip and slide.
I mean,
these figurines can be strapped together. A raft.
I was thinking that.
Friends.
Libras thinks that you should panic. That's his
I see. I scream and flail my arms around for several rounds.
If there was any other dungeon, I'd say it's not going to help you out. But this one, I don't know.
I have a spear. Yeah. I have like a portable, like collapsible spear that I carry. I could like poke one of these statues and try and knock it over or something. If you guys think that might be a good idea.
I'm curious about these statues. Obviously, we're all thinking, they're gonna spring to life. I mean, but they're like haze, so can't we just light a torch and be ready with fire as well?
Oh yeah, perfect idea.
Dirk's gonna light a torch and be ready to defend himself with fire.
Dirk lights it, takes a minute, lights a torch, and you have a torch down there, and yeah, you are ready to go. If should these things, you're ready to go. Wicked Witch of the West on these things. If worse comes to worse. Wizard of Oz now streaming on Netflix.
It is.
I know. I just saw it. I haven't seen it in forever, so thinking about watching it.
I'll poke the one with the cloak that's wearing the green cloak.
All right. You poke the figure and nothing happens. It just it wobbles a little bit on its base, but it doesn't fall over. Unless you're really
take the cloak.
Yeah, can I hook the cloak and take it off the?
Absolutely. You hook that cloak and take it off of there. And when you do, you have the cloak. The cloak comes away easily, but you see the chainmail and the sword both turn into let me see. Each one, like, they suddenly turn into a pile of square donuts, and they sort of fall down there around the edge of it. Boom, 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 boom. So now you still have the cloak on the edge of the thing here, but the armor and the sword have each turned into a pile of square donuts, a variety, different colors and similar.
Maple.
There is you examining the donuts, you definitely find a maple. There's sprinkles. There's all kinds of. Okay, so you eat a donut. Hey, yes. Guess what?
I eat a maple donut.
Yeah, you eat that maple donut, and it kind of like wakes you up a little bit, and you heal 1 point of damage.
These are delicious, my friends. No Krispy Kreme here. These are better than that.
Yeah. And have you had any ability damage?
I did not. that one I didn't.
Gotcha. Yeah, you eat that donut, you feel better. You take some, you get a point back.
I'm
Fritz
gonna.
wants in on this.
Fritz, you're gonna try a donut as well. You eat a donut, and your ability damage is back because of the machinations of bonsai. But you also take 3 points of you get 3 points of damage back. You cured 3 points of damage.
Wow. I'm gonna cast Detect Evil on that the cloak.
I heard that. You're going to
Well, I
cast.
just cast it in general. I guess it'll detect
Yeah.
enemies.
I got you. Go ahead and give me that check.
14.
14 on Detect Evil.
That's not bad.
That'll work. Hey, you're not taking no bad effects. All right, so on a 14 on Detect Evil, creatures of the opposite alignment, you're neutral.
Yes.
So I would they have no will. All right. Yeah. Neither the donuts nor the cloak appear to be evil. However, somehow the power of the spell gives you some insight into how the cloak works. This is the Silverstein Mystery Cloak, which is going to grant the wearer +1 on reflex saves and camouflages the wearer against any background, giving them +1 die for any hide check they make, and can make them completely invisible for up to 7 rounds a day. Does not need to be consecutive.
This cloak is perfect for a sneak thief.
I mean, if you've got no use for it yourself.
It would just look fashionable on me, but it really doesn't.
It would look better on me. I guarantee.
I'm saying yes, it does bring out your eyes, but it brings out my everything. That's okay. You have that right ahead there. I've got donuts. Look at these donuts. Friends,
I may
donuts.
also sample a donut.
Yes.
You take a donut, and that donut's going to heal you back 3 points of damage.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Seeing that Raffin will eat a donut as well.
That donut is going to heal you back 2 points of damage.
All right.
Yes, I summon strong coffee. I summon French press. I summon French press and an avocado toast. $17 avocado toast.
I was gonna, our anniversary is this week, my wife and I bought avocados to surprise her with avocado toast one morning, and the bastards will not get ripe. It's been like 5 days now. I'm like in avocado hell. I know, right? I finally ate one today, and it was like I thought it'd break my jaw on the silly thing. So,
mine lasts like a day, and those things are.
That's how it usually goes. But these ones, I don't know. We're on the wrong side of the avocado tree or something like that. Or, who knows? Trees, right? They grow on trees, right? I don't really
Yes,
know.
they do.
All right.
Yeah, they do grow on trees.
Cool. All right.
Do we want to go down this tunnel? Do we want to go back up? I'm for going down the tunnel.
Same.
Yeah.
I'm up for a water slide. Why the hell not? I've seen the Goonies. It looks fun.
All right. So Dirk, you're taking the cloak.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and even just wearing it around casually, he's camouflaged against any background he stands against. Are we doing anything else before we leave?
Well, I personally have always wanted to obtain the title of barrel rider, so I'm gonna ride my barrel down this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Ride that barrel. All right, cool. Okay, so so are you going first?
Sure, I'll hop in the barrel.
Brendan, are there any more donuts to throw in a sack?
Yeah, there are a total of I think 4 donuts got eaten, and there are a total of 11 donuts starting off. So there are 7 donuts left you can put in a sack.
I feel we'll need donuts. So
But just if you've already had one though, make a note that you've already had a donut. If you just in case.
Okay.
All right, so we're all gonna yeah. So you guys are gonna go ahead and slide down this thing.
Yes, so.
Yes, do it.
All righty. So, you guys, let me read this to you. The water slide is unlike anything you've ever experienced. Fast as the swiftest fish, you slide down through tunnels, loops, and whorls, borne by a sheet of rushing water. At times, the walls of the slide illuminate. You see strange sigils and pictograms painted on every surface. Other times, you simply rush through the darkness with only the roar of water and your own cries of terror and joy. Sometimes you fly into the air, only to land back in another tunnel, or you invert completely or drop straight down for a moment before leveling out. You abruptly come around a corner and the water slide branches into three tunnels: left, center, and right. So, real quick, left, center, or right? You gotta tell me now. Raven.
Left.
Centered.
What was that, Dirk?
He said center. Dirk?
Left.
Left. Fritz?
Left has never served me wrong.
Left. Thompson?
I'm left-handed.
Left. Rocky?
Left.
Okay,
You guys
so
are going to leave me on my own? Remember,
I
I
picked the
can
left.
heal
That
you.
means
Well,
I'm the
I
one
can
that
heal
picked
you.
left. That means you go center.
so you guys
only ones live down the left. We're so in trouble. Get in the center.
all right, yeah, so you guys all just get like slid down, like, in all different directions. However, Raven goes down in a different direction. Um,
Oh no.
left is center is one, left is two. All right, so Raven, when you come out of this thing, okay, this thing actually seems to like the entire ride goes for a while. It's absolutely exhilarating, and for experiencing the water slide, everyone gets one experience point for having done the water slide. And also, I'm gonna give you 4 points to the fight with the snakes because you guys, it took every level of damage and hardship and spell loss and everything. So four rocket. I rarely give out 4 points for an encounter, but y'all earned that one that time. So total of 5 for this adventure, which puts you at 15. So you wind up, Rachel, when you come out, you wind up all by your lonesome at the edge of the forest. Also, the rest of you guys, like eventually, all get the other four of you all get dropped off. You are also at one edge of the dark forest, but you do not see Rathan.
Oh no.
So, and here is what we are looking for. So the forest, this forest is very unusual, like everything else you come across here in the last couple of days or hours, I suppose it is. All right, so the dark patch of forest is made up of towering, lofty trees of a variety you've never seen before. Looking up, you see a dense canopy of green leaves 100 feet above, making a very visible roof in this place. However, as you draw close, you see that the forest, while completely cut off from the sun by the impossibly dense foliage canopy, is actually lit from within by softly glowing lanterns hanging in the trees. But as you look closer, you see that the glowing objects are not lanterns, but rather glowing ears of corn, half shucked and exposing their luminous texture of kernels to the sky. The forest seems to be extremely orderly. Each tree dominates a 10-foot area, and its roots actually grow up to the edge, giving it a slight rim around itself and pushing up against the slight rays of roots from all the neighboring trees on all sides. So like, as you look up, like the like each tree kind of like dominates one like almost perfect 10-foot square of forest, and each one has got ears of glowing corn in them. So Rafen, in front of you, um, in front of where you are, you look up and you give it a quick count, and you see that there are 17 ears of corn in the like in the tree up there ahead of you. The rest of you guys from where you are, you look up and just for whatever reason you see that there are 38 ears of corn in the tree up by where you are.
Is there any noticeable path through the forest in front of me?
No, it looks like you're gonna have to sort of like make your way like past the trees and climb, like sort of walking over their root beds in order to get anywhere.
Is there any? Can I hear anything in the distance? Anything unusual?
Give me a luck check. Roll low.
My luck is 5 currently, so it's got to be real low. That's a 14. No.
All right. I will let the rest of you guys also make that make a luck check.
Oh, okay.
And
9. I made mine. If it's under my luck, then I
Yeah.
made
You like from like you hear the sounds of like running water because like the tunnel is still like dumping water into the ground where you guys are. So when you first get up, the ground is like super soggy, but you hear oof, and you think maybe like somewhere not too far off, you might have heard Rafin land someplace where he was. Did we have a Zoom shuffle? Who's who?
It looks like it. Looks like
I got cloned. I mean,
Yeah, how'd that happen?
yeah. It looks like Bruce got cloned and is replacing Chase.
What the heck? How is that even possible?
It's the donuts.
Magic donuts.
Chase, give him some numbers. Let's make sure that they can still hear you. Can everybody hear Chase? Chase.
I
Yeah.
can.
Yeah, I can.
Accio Espresso. Can you watchers hear Chase? Bruce, what do I do?
Just grab the Zoom videos one at a time and just drag them back out. So grab me and move me back to mine first.
All right.
That would be the logical thing. So there's only one of me, because let's face it, as good looking as I am, you only need one of me. And then Michael's the only person in the right place. Then you need to swap.
Right.
Well, yeah, move one at a time. Yeah.
And Bruce, only one of your screens is actually active. The other one is just a picture.
My life. All right. Let's do this.
Every week, man, it's the joy of Zoom. We love Zoom. It's a great
We love
tool.
Zoom. Zoom is so helpful, but it's you can lose your minds.
Bruce, when you slept, was there a pod next to you, like a seed? Is Donald Sutherland near you at any point?
Why aren't you moving? Oh, all right.
There we go. It's starting to
There you go.
move.
Now grab Jess from Marcus's spot and move Jess back to Jess's spot. Oh no!
Oh, what the heck?
Michael dropped.
more shuffling and Michael dropped down.
Okay. You're gonna want to hang on until Michael comes back.
All right.
Should we take 5 and grab a quick drink? Is
Yeah.
that a good idea?
Let's. This is a fine idea. Everyone take 5.
Take 5. Twitch chat. Take 5.
Yeah. Chase, go have your first. Tell your dad I said you can have your first beer. Just tell him I said. don't really tell him that. That's all I need.
I was just running to grab a soda. I didn't.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right.
But
so,
a break is okay with me. I could use a bio break real quick.
yeah.
there is
Take a bio, everybody.
window that's
All right.
there. It is. It's starting to move.
Jess. Chase. Michael. And why are you? I think I just got to redo Bruce. All right.
Yeah, because Bruce is the same way he has been for a while.
Yeah. Okay, I think we're back. As soon as mics get back. We.
Did we lose Marcus?
Um, I think he's just. Wait.
Yeah, we still have two
Oh.
bruises.
Ugh! All right, I can fix this. How do I do this? All right, I'm just gonna delete it. Oh, I don't. That won't work. All right, I'm turning my mute off.
Stuff is happening.
Joys of technology, guys, isn't it? Isn't it awesome? I mean, like COVID wasn't enough that we have to use this tech for our hobby.
Exactly.
It's a marvelous thing.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping on November 1st, when we set the clocks back again, that it will reset this whole year.
Yeah.
All right, I'm just gonna. I.
But as I said, even past this technology, we got the game, we got to meet a bunch of great people, and
We have.
Absolutely. I mean, Marcus, apart from the fact that we've been in the same city without, ships that pass in and out and all that, in fact, the same store. But yeah, we wouldn't be gaming together. We wouldn't have gamed together, 2 or 3 times now. So,
That's right.
And okay, whilst we're waiting, who's looking forward to Bride of Cyclops Con? Because I am super excited.
I am.
Yeah.
And I just found out that Marcus is playing in my DCC funnel, which is going to be an absolute blast.
Oh wait, it's a funnel? Oh no.
Yeah, it's a funnel. Yeah. Yeah, I think the Brace in chat has played in it, so I don't know if she's got any feedback. But that was a fun session. It's a work in progress, and I'm also going to be running Acting Up in Lankmar, which is one of my favourite Lankmar modules. I ran that like half a dozen times last year, and I just that one and Madhouse Meet I've probably run the most, but I'm super excited. So anyway, enough about me. What's everybody else up to?
I'm
Chase,
in the
what are you up to? Go on, Mike. What are you doing?
I wanted to get into Harley Stroh's big beat 'em up thing, and I managed to get a spot in that, which sounds really cool. Nice. I'm in the tournament. I got it second place for Cyclops Con. I was on the second place team. So we're hoping we got a full 5-person team this time. We were short a person, and I always just try to do new things and fun stuff. And there's always too many choices. It's hard to really pick. You know?
So you're looking forward to the tournament. Chase, what are you doing for Rider Cyclops Comp?
From my understanding, I'm playing in one game.
Mm-hmm. Which one, do you know?
From my understanding, I think it's with you, Brendan.
What?
Yeah. Awesome.
What game?
That's cool. And I think we're nearly there. Brendan, you just need to get Marcus's video down a layer or two.
Yeah, I'm pretty much right in there. Just a
do
smidge. Perfect.
Brilliant.
Here we go.
These things are set to
Good job, Brendan.
Massive shout out to Brendan, because he is not only judging the game, he's handling the stream tonight as well. So normally I do the techie stuff, and I'm taking it easy tonight and just
you just play it.
That's awesome.
To be fair, I get to play every week. It's always good fun.
Right,
but I do feel for Brendan. Thank you, mate. Well done.
You're very welcome. You're very welcome. Glad to have everybody back. I want to shrink this down so I don't touch anything, because I know if maybe it was me. Okay. Yeah. So all right.
So we heard Raffin come out of the.
You heard a ooh as he hit the dirt in a splash. It sounded very much like your friend Raffin.
In which direction was that?
Headed to south of you, you think?
Okay.
Well, he's the one with the geese or geesh or goose.
Geesh.
He's got
the
he's got the goose.
All right.
Chris, can I call out? Hello.
Yeah,
Is
you
anybody
definitely.
there?
Yeah, you hear Raven somewhere off to
Okay.
your south, and if you want to, you can make your way over to him.
Nice. Are the illuminating corn close enough we could pick one?
If you were to actually well, you'd have to go into one of their root squares, and you have to climb a little bit. They're up. These are very, very. These trees are uniformly. It looks like almost exactly 100-foot high to your eyes, and it looks like they would have to. You'd have to. I mean, definitely doable, but you would have to climb up there and get one.
Okay, I'll wait till we are reunited.
All right. So you guys head south, and this forest has got a corner like someone drew it with a ruler. You come around the edge of it, and you look over to your right, and sure enough, you see that's where Raffin is, and he's there like all of you, just sopping wet from your exhilarating ride down on the water slides, and are now you're now checking it out.
Gosh, I don't know that it's worth it.
Are there any square root tree areas that don't have corn in them?
No, but they all no. You look around, and all of them have a different amount of corn. Okay, so it's time, gentlemen. I sent y'all an email earlier with a legend on there. So I'm going to now I'm going to change the scene now, so you folks at home can play along with us, and maybe when we come back, it'll look right. All right. So open your emails now, and you people at home, this is what they're looking at. So you guys are all down here. The water thing drops you. When you guys find Rathan, he is there in front of where it says position 1, in front of where it says like position 1, where it drops you guys off in front of that one square there. So each one of the trees that you look at has a like a certain number of these glowing ears of corn in them, and they are all recorded there into the They're all there. You can actually see them all there in your handout. And you folks at home, you guys can feel free to chime in if you have a thought or whatever.
There we go. Oh my God, we're playing Sudoku.
You wish it.
Yeah, those numbers don't work. What's the star, Brendan?
You can't see in that far to see
Okay.
that star
Okay.
from here.
I love the art on this.
I know, right? Isn't
Yeah.
that fantastic?
Yeah, that's a lot of fun.
I'm so fond of this adventure. So but when we're all done, I'll get into the adventure a little bit. I'll talk about it. But from now, that is what y'all see. So the one right where it dropped you off, that those each one of those shows how many
Ears of corn around
ears of
the-
corn are in each one. Yep.
And we're in position 1, correct?
You are in position 1. Yeah, you're right there.
Okay. Hmm.
I don't know about you guys, but the star looks pretty interesting.
The question is, what do the numbers mean? Is it an even and odd thing? Is it a division thing?
While we're waiting, I'm going to take my time to fix my bow.
Oh yeah, takes you 10 minutes to fix that bow, but you have it fixed up.
Okay. Well, we don't. Because we don't quite know. I love the donut is drawn on there too.
Yeah.
We don't quite know what the consequence is
Right.
of this. So I was going to, since my bow is fixed, take a shot at one of the ears of corn.
Okay. In which square?
Oh, okay. The one that's 4, odd 4.
One that's well, there are 4 of them. Okay, so here is what happens. You shoot an arrow into that tree, and for a moment you see this stirring in there, and you're fairly sure that it looks to you like the leaves are moving in there. But then, after a moment, you realize those aren't leaves; those are very well camouflaged lizards. A whole bunch of them who are something like you only see them because they open their mouths to hiss. And they look very much like the lizards that got dropped off by Big George Lincoln earlier.
Okay. And it's there were 4 ears of corn in there, but there aren't like four lizards, correct?
Let me. You know what? It's hard to tell because they're still up there in the
okay.
tree, but
Okay.
you can tell there's multiples. You can't. There's not. But you can't tell if there's 4 or not. So.
Well, there's lizards up there.
I think we need to skip that.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah,
I'm
those
going
are-
to do this
Okay.
same, maybe a sling.
Okay.
Fling a sling stone into 17 next door.
The one next door. Okay, you sling a sling stone into there. Ka-dunk, ka-dunk, ka-dunk. You hit the trunk of the tree, like up close to the foliage, sort of in the same.
Mhm.
I'm assuming going for the same kind of position
Yeah.
where the lizards are. You know what? Nothing stirs.
Mm.
Okay, I'm going to step into that square. That
All right.
into step forward towards it.
Gotcha. You step into that square there, and yeah, sure enough, you're good to go. No, you are not bothered by nothing's in there. You are not bothered by anything.
Okay, we got any maths geniuses in chat by any chance? Because I'm wondering. 17. What is 17?
Well, maybe it's all based on Stevie Nicks songs. Edge of 17,
Mm.
throwing it out there, y'all.
I search for a white winged dove.
You know where it is? Inside.
It's in my Silver Springs. Gotcha.
Rock on, Gold Dust Woman. All right, so
See, can we just go back to a few weeks ago when we were doing T-Rex ones? Because those have just gone over
I
my
know
head.
we knew those. Like, boom, boom. We still haven't had our conversation yet because I'm so psyched that you're into them because
We just need to get to the Steely Dan forest, and I'll be perfectly fine.
But see, like, what you would lose what number Ricky had of corns in the tree, so you wouldn't know what
That's
was
right,
going
yeah.
on. Sorry,
All
I
right.
didn't. That was almost a pun. Almost.
No, you were so there. Hey,
Close.
19.
1,000 insane worlds, 1,070s bands.
You know, I really feel bad for Chase right now because our extremely old musical references
Yeah,
have
extremely
to be
old
flying
musical
past your head.
references.
Thank you, Chase, for your patience and perseverance. So you shoot a sling rock into square number 17,
Square
and
17. Yep.
you saw no lizards reacting.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'll
What about?
step up.
I mean, sorry,
with
somebody
Dirk.
else take a turn, but I've got an idea from there. But you know,
How tall are the trees?
100 foot tall. They look to
Okay,
you.
and how big around are they?
Um, they are very big. They're like
Okay.
imagine like oddly straight like oak trees. Like they've got a very like maybe say it's like you could barely put your hands around them. You know what I'm saying? Like you could almost touch your fingers. Almost. They're very climbable. They look like they look once you get up to about like the 15-foot level, there's branches, they branch out and they kind of spread out. The top, like the canopies all grow together. So it's almost like a perfect 100-foot high roof over this entire thing.
Because why I was asking is, can I take my shield and hit the trunk of the tree to try to get some of the corn down?
Oh, you know what? You could do it like nobody else could do it, but you could do it with a deed die. Are you going to do it at which one are you going to do it at?
I was thinking the 17 one
Okay,
that we're
sure.
near.
Yeah. Roll me a die. That's right, Hector. Roll me a die 3. If you get a 3, you get an ear corn.
1.
Yeah, you give it a bang, but the corn does not fall from the heavens.
Okay.
Come on,
Oh.
is there anybody from Iowa in the chat window? You must have an opinion.
The corn maze. Well, I don't think it's prime number. So 17 is a prime number, 71 is a prime number, but those don't. 71 doesn't branch off into any other prime. Well, 23 is a prime number. Trying to see if there's a path. 61 is a prime number. I'm going back and forth because I don't have all these prime numbers memorized.
So if you're watching, what's the definition of who can define a prime number for the people watching at home? It's like it can only be divided by 1 in itself. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So prime numbers, a number that can only be divided by 1 and itself. They're always finding new super high prime numbers. Every once in a while, you'll hear. Last year they found a prime number.
Green 61. Where does 61 go to 81?
well, if 70, let's test the theory. Let's take a look at square 71. If we're in 17,
89's prime number. That's kind of going in a direction. 79's prime. So that whole line is primes. '59 is a prime. So that's a path to go from 17 to 11, then all the way left to 79, and then 59 is a prime.
Okay.
19 is a prime. 84 won't be. 5 is prime. 3 is prime. 7's prime. 2 is not. 2 is a prime number. Okay. Yep. So 2, 17 again.
Mhm.
To 9, to the star. There's a path to get to that star.
let's try that. You call them out, Mike.
Okay, so you're
in
gonna.
order. See if we can.
All right, so Mike, you're going to go from 17 to 11, 11 to
Right.
91, 91 to 23, 23 to 61, 61 to 89, 89 to 79, 79 to 59, 59 to 19, 19 to 5, 5 to 3, 3 to 7, 7 to 2, 2 to 17, and then where?
To 9, to the bottom, down to the right, and then
Okay.
down right to the star.
All right, so you go through
Uh,
9. Oh, go ahead, go
yeah.
back. You said something?
No, no. As long as we can go diagonally.
I mean, sure. You know, it's a forest. Um, yeah. When you step into 9, though, yeah, you got lizards raining down from the trees. Uh,
Oh no.
go ahead and give me an initiative check as 3 lizards leap down there
Oop.
with real
That
anger and such.
one.
So lizards are going to go on 11. Okay, Fritz, what'd you get?
I actually got an 11.
All right, and that means you go first. Perfect Tom.
7.
I
Oh,
got
okay.
a 7.
Prime number.
Should have gone down. We should have gone down to 2 to 13 to 7, and then the star. That's probably the path we should have taken.
Well, we'll see. We'll see how it turns out. Dirk,
10.
10 for Dirk.
Mhm.
Jess,
Is
for Rocky,
3.
3 for Rocky,
Because 9 is not a prime number. I don't know why I said 9. Yeah. Ooh.
and last but not least, Rafin,
I had a 6.
6. All right.
now we're getting more lizards for Fritz to eat.
All
I mean, it'll be all right.
right. Fritz,
Good
it
looking
is.
hungry.
Yeah. So Fritz, is your turn, and there are 3 lizards here, hissing and angry looking.
Okay, so I'm just gonna do my thing. Go for a headshot.
All right, go for a headshot. Save the meat.
That will be 10.
A 10 is going to hit. Give me some damage. What'd you get in your D die?
1.
Yeah, so there's that. But you still hit it.
So that's 3 damage total.
Okay, so Fritz hits that one and wounds it. It is still up and in this fight, and it is their turn. So that one is definitely going to return fire on you, Fritz. Here comes that snake bite or lizard attack. It's going to get a 12. Does that get you?
No.
All right, and then I'm going to roll randomly for the rest of you. I got 1 is going to go at Perfect Thomason, and 1 is going to go at Rocky. Perfect Thomason, 9.
Does not hit.
Rocky, 16. Does a 16 get Rocky?
That is my armor class.
Okay, yes, you are going to get bit. So you are going to take 3 points of damage, and please give me a DC 9 Fortitude save.
Okay, what do I roll for the fortitude? A d20?
You roll D20, and you're going to add your Fortitude modifier up there in your character sheet.
12.
12, yeah, you make it. So it's like last time where you feel is like venom kind of like, for a moment, you just feel this terrible lassitude. You just feel so tired. But you're like, heck no. I've had enough crap today with these lizards and snakes and whatnot and such. You get mad and shrug it off and don't take it. Well done. All right, and that's it. It is Dirk. I got 1 wounded and 2 unwounded venomous lizards there.
I'm going to go for the wounded one with my dagger.
All right, get him.
That is a 11.
11. That's a hit. Give me damage.
Sweet.
Oh, goodness.
3 points of damage.
All right, you kill it. Take it out. There are 2 left. Perfect Thomason, it's time. You had your contact with the beyond. Maybe now, maybe it's gonna flip your luck.
Right.
Do it.
Going after a long sword, skewering it through. That's a 3.
I did everything I could, bro. I tried.
I know.
Tried.
Look. It's all for show.
I
Not.
know. I love it. And it's so funny that I want you back every week at Perfect Thomason. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll eat a mushroom. What's the worst that can happen?
Right, yeah.
Rafin, it is your turn, bro. And then it's Rafin and then Rocky.
Okay, I'm gonna bop one of them on the head with my mace.
The technical name for that move is the Little Rabbit Foo-Foo. But go ahead and throw it out.
That's a miss. I rolled a 6.
Okay. All right. That's okay, though. You know why? Because Rocky McStone's face is mad.
Yeah.
Real mad.
I
Bit
am.
by a lizard. There's glowing corn up ahead. Why? Get him. There's 2 of them left. What are you going to go for?
I'm gonna try to do with my club.
All right. Club. Gotcha. That's called the St. Patrick. So, or the Springfield. Anyone? Springfield?
Yeah.
Yes.
16.
16 is going to hit. Go ahead and give me damage. Don't forget to add your die damage on top of everything.
Eight.
You kill one. Deboosh. And
Nice.
well done. And if you want to, you can use your shield bash and try to go for that last one.
Okay. I look at it. 6.
6. 6 is going to miss. So it's the top of the order. Fritz and then Lizards. Fritz, you got one chance to kill this thing before, and I mean it. I'll bite you and envenom you.
Okay. Thought we were friends, Brendan.
I mean, we're friends, but this lizard, shady. So shady. So shady.
Shifty eyes.
That's a 7.
7's going to miss.
17, right? 17.
I wish.
Nope, just a 7 from a teenager. Thanks much. So, hey, see? So this thing is going to, leaps up. It's going to try to bite you on the face. Oh, my phone just thought I said, hey, Siri. It is going to get a total of an 11. I can't do it with that. It's Dirk. Dirk, kill the lizard.
Get rid of this thing.
That was a 7.
Yeah, that's going to miss. It's Perfect Thomason. Redemption song. Redemption time. Come on now.
Here it is. Yeah, that's
Yes.
an 11.
Beautiful. That's a damage. Roll me from damage.
6.
Boom! Perfect Thomas. Perfect
Dumb
Thompson
thing.
steps up and slashes that last 1.5. Kills it. Well done.
Ah, see?
Okay. Now I know where we need to go. We can just bop over to square number 2.
Okay, so you step into square number 2 and nothing happens. No lizards attack. And then where do you go?
13 to 7 to the star.
Okay, so well done. So you guys make your way all the way in there. And you know what? I think for figuring that out, Ruffin, I'm giving you a point of luck for the game for today. And a point of luck, you could use it somebody else's game at some point. Y'all all heard me say it. I called it. Anyone got a problem? Email me, brendan@goodman-games.com. We can discuss.
It doesn't go away when we roll a 1, right? Coming right.
No, it's not fleeting luck. No, that's if I use fleeting luck in a game, I have to pay Mike Curtis $10. It's a part of our understanding. I'm playing. All right, so yeah, that is what you see. Sure enough, you make it to that center plate, that center spot there, okay? The tree in this section of the dark forest where the star is different than all the others. It's an oak with 2 stout branches nearly horizontal to the ground. You see deep claw marks on the larger branch as if it's been gouged over and over by enormous talons. The grass is patchy and the ground has been scorched in several places.
Listen, guys, we need to climb up. I mean, that's obviously where our eagle friend's been roosting, right? Do we climb up, or do we? I mean, maybe do that's going to just sort of circle the tree,
no problem.
Looking for secret doors or
give me a D20 and add your call it like a check for traps. This isn't really check for traps, but you can go ahead and add your check for traps modifier on this check.
Without wanting to be be that guy, can I use my pick lock modifier instead? Because this is a really bad thief. This is a really this is meta and out of character. I have a -2 for check for traps. So
Do you really?
Yes.
Oh, was it your turbo intelligence?
Yeah.
I'm sorry about that, man. You know what? I didn't even notice he had a 3.
It's all right, man.
If we
It's
were
all right.
admit, I can
this
walk
is-
along with you too for using my elven secret door.
Yeah, I mean, this is DCC.
Yeah.
I just rolled a 19 on the dice. So,
Yeah, you can go ahead. Yeah. You know what? You know, with a 19, it doesn't matter. When you get up, you see that the one branch with all of the claw marks on it has got a hinge on it, and you can see there's a hinge at the bottom of it that looks like it will allow you to pull that branch down.
I'm going to pull on the branch then,
All right,
with my elf friend watching my back, obviously.
Gotcha. All right, you pull on it, and like you're like hanging off of it. You don't feel like it's enough weight.
Rocky, Fritz, give me a hand.
All right, so the bunch of you
Grab
guys
my
all
legs.
jump up there and grab we're all pulling on Dirk. It takes a couple of seconds, but yeah, with everybody working together, yeah, sure enough, there's a loud click, and this whole branch like goes down. And when it does, this entire 10-foot by 10-foot of section Earth lowers down into the chamber below, into like a pillar of stone, like a loud grating sound. The section slowly descends a total of 30 feet, like dropping you off into a chamber lit by strange glowing stones set into the ceiling. The chamber is 60 foot by 60 foot and shadowy. On one wall, you can see a huge tapestry. It might have once been a flag, but it has so many laser burns on it that you can't be sure. You also hear a strange moaning from the shadowy corners of this room.
Get some light. Yeah, get some light into the corner of the room.
All right, so you guys light up your torch, and yeah, sure enough, like as you guys are standing there looking around that chamber, yeah, these creatures come out of the corners from there because they all look like shadowy, ghostly figures. Okay, but I mean, when you see ghosts like in a movie or whatever, they are all translucent. These ones are all red, white, and blue, like across their bodies the whole way and such. And they're all like coming at you, and they're like, you know, and they expressly all sort of gather around Rafin. Okay, and they tell him they all tell him, "You must leave. This is danger. There's danger here. We did not heed the danger of Big George Lincoln, and this is what happened to us."
These restless spirits, don't fear. I'm here to free you. Mother and Father Nature have sent me to free your spirit so you can move on.
Excellent. They all kind of like look over at that. And they're like, "All we wish is to move on to the next world, but to do so, someone must deal with the creature."
I'm thinking. Anybody have any ideas here?
The creature meaning George Lincoln.
Yes, he is. You know, the one's like, "Yes, he is a danger to all of us. He cannot. He cannot hear our pleas. He does not hear us when we call out to him. You must tell him," another says, "to stop his menacing of the town and to stop blasting people. I was just out in my yard having a smoke, and he's going to shoot me from the sky at the same time telling me to be careful that there might be venomous snakes on the goat trail. No one goes down the goat trail. Just leave me be."
Some of us go down the goat.
Yeah, seriously, don't go down the goat trail.
So at least that part of his advice was good, but why shoot me? Why?
Is George Lincoln underground here, or is he up in a tree?
This is his chamber. Somewhere he is hidden somewhere within here. He says, perhaps through there, he says, pointing at one of the walls.
Okay, I have a question.
Sure.
Since is it still fairly dark down there?
It's someone lit a Dirk, you lit your torch. Did I hear that right?
Hmm.
Yeah. So there's enough light down here. You can see by pretty well.
Okay, because why I was asking is because I have infravision
Oh, okay,
to
sure.
see into the corners
Yeah.
if we could.
Yeah. You can walk away from the light and check those corners out. Okay.
Okay.
Do you go and check the corner out where he was pointing over there?
Yes.
Yeah. Roll me a d20 and add your dwarf level and your intelligence modifier.
16.
You know what? When you make it over to that corner, yeah, sure enough, with your very sharp dwarvish eyes for underground stuff, you can see that there's one panel of wall where there's a seam around the edge of it. It seems to be you to be a hidden door.
Hmm. Well, I'm going to tell everybody else what I saw and ask what they want to do.
Well, I think we've got to go that way. It maybe we don't have to fight George Lincoln. Maybe we can try to talk to him. You know?
Cool. Yeah.
But
Dirk's sharpening his knife and
I'll talk to him and his laser blast and
but
do you want to?
then he's going to put his knife away and go and check out that door
all right. Give me a check.
because we know how good he is at finding traps.
So sorry, man.
No.
That's a -1.
I'd give you some luck, but it won't make a difference.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do for a -1.
I even find the door. It's obviously still really well hidden. You know?
he's
Pattern on the wrong.
he's on the
wall.
wrong wall. He's like, I'm sure there's a trap here. I can sense it in my bones. You know, yeah. You find nothing. However, it's all or nothing you can walk home with. So there's that. And that is what you see.
All safe, guys. Here you go.
Yeah.
Must be like my feather fall, right?
Oh gosh, guys, I left the thing up the whole time. We were still in the. We were still. Hey, if you're still watching and you just looked at that puzzle for 25 minutes, thank you for sticking in. I guess it wasn't up too long. All right. I just realized. Oh, puzzle's still up. But we're back. All right. Yeah.
And it's a panel of the door that can get kind of pushed in.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Oh, and then chat one. Okay. Yes. Yes, you can push in through that and
Step back, old friend, and push it with my staff. Okay.
all right. Sure enough. Yeah, you push it and it opens up into a room. This is an opulent room with huge oriental rugs, burning incense and copper braziers, and hanging tapestries with rococo beach scenes and ocean life. In the center of it all is a sight you've never seen before. A squid wearing a jaunty tasseled fez on its hat sits on a hassock behind a wide table of smooth blonde wood. There are 3 upside down cups on the table, each marked with an embossed letter A, B, and C. And the letters are correctly oriented when the cups are upside down. The squid looks over at you and like kind of smiles and nods.
I tip my jaunty head as well.
He kind of like leans ahead to you, and then he puts his then it puts its like tentacles there, and just like does this amazingly fast switch around with the cups. So there's 3 of them there, and he's looking over at you, perfect, and it's A, B, or C.
Mm-hmm. Right. I've been to Times Square. I know how this works. Okay. First, I put down my last remaining gold piece onto the table.
She actually kind of reaches over and slides it back to you.
Well, gentleman's game, eh? Right. A, B, or C? Well, A game.
All right, you look under A.
Yep.
When you pick it up, you see that there's a gold bauble underneath. And the squid like lights up, and she speaks in perfect English. Ah, you have discovered it. Well done. You have earned a wish, but there's only limited things that I can give you with this wish. Have you any comrades who have died trying to find this chamber? I can bring them back to life.
No, no, no.
I could safely transport you to any place in the universe you would choose to wish. You'd wish to view. I could grant you
Tempting.
a lifetime supply of square donuts.
Ooh.
I could make you stronger, smarter,
That-
tougher. I could even perhaps add to your.
I'm perfect.
Yep.
Really, there's no need.
Yep. He says I could even add to your. I could even add to your luck,
Fellow adventurers.
or if you're interested, I could. I can also, with the power of it, I could make. I suppose I understand the purpose of your quest. I could make Big George Lincoln understand that his reckless and random actions are actually hurting Georgetown. Or I could send you to any place in the universe.
I'd
LTR7.
I'd like George Lincoln to see the error of his ways.
Oh, it's your-
Really like maple donuts.
yes.
But yes, George should see the error of his ways.
Yes. Then it shall be so.
Boing! Thanks,
And,
Janie.
Absolutely. So, and then she sort of like, then she gets quiet again, and she looks around and she points over at Rocky, and then she once again, like completely, like it becomes a blur. The cups just blur out, and then she points at Rocky like, you're on mute.
Okay, I'll bite. Why not? Let's do C.
She lifts up A again, and it's under A. Like you lift up B, and it's not there. It's under A. She's like, "Oh, very sorry. Oh, better luck next time." Ooh. And then she looks over at Fritz, and she's like, and once again,
Fritz, obviously being the definitely most intelligent person in this room, has seen it under A twice and just thinks that's where it is. It didn't. So I'm gonna go with A.
all right, lifts the cup up. Nothing under A. She lifts up B. Oh,
Fritz's face just pure shock, like
I can't believe this.
It's
They do this
magic.
game. Yeah. I can't believe. All right, so then she does it again, flips around, and she looks over at Raffin like,
B.
Raffin, B, the bauble is under B. You get your wish. What will you wish for, Raffin?
Well, I got a really low stamina, so I think that would probably be the thing that I would need.
Okay. Yeah, so you get 2 points of stamina
Okay.
added to your modifier there.
That gives me a whopping 6.
I mean, hey, you know.
It's better than 4.
And she says, one final play for you, Dirk.
C.
Sure enough, it's under C this time. You get your wish. What are you going to wish for?
Just wish I was more intelligent.
Yeah. You get 2 points.
Or better at finding traps and stuff.
You get. She says, "Well, I could. If you want to just be better at finding traps, I could always simply make you luckier."
Luckier would be good, actually. Yeah, luckier would be good.
It shall be so. Blink, and sure enough, your luck increases by 2 points.
All right.
So it's 2 points from where you are now, but your maximum 2 has gone up higher as well.
Sure.
And that actually, in all of these cases, including that one, that actually changes your luck modifier, your stat modifier, where it isn't usually. She says, you have played my game and have done well, and you've chosen well. She says, Now it is time for you to leave and make your way back to the top of to make your way back to the tree and back to the surface.
Can you send us back to the village?
She says, there's someone waiting to take you back to the village out front.
Oh, okay.
Before we leave,
Yes.
Fritz wants to pick up all three of these cups and try and figure out how it wasn't under A.
Yes. You take a look, but you can't figure out. And she's like, shall I show you the secret of my power?
He doesn't know if he can really understand that, so he's good.
All right. Good luck to you all. Well done for discovering the secret chamber. All right, so what do y'all do?
Put on up.
Oh, I guess it's the long journey back out.
Wait. There was supposed to, well, so there was gold and everything that he's been taking, but maybe he's got it somewhere else. Can we look around a little bit in this room to see if there's any treasure?
Sure. You make your way around through there, and everyone can give me a check for secret doors roll.
Can I use my elven secret doorness?
Yeah, add +1 to your for your first level being a first level elf.
Sweet. Good, because I got a 4.
All right. Anybody beat a 13?
I did.
All right, Rocky. Guess what? While you're like looking around there in the back in the first chamber you guys came through, yeah, sure enough, you find a loose stone on the floor, and lifting it up, you find the following. You ready for this? There is inside there. This is in there's a total of 230 copper pieces, 220 silver pieces, and 50 gold pieces. There's also a lot of, let's just call it bric-a-brac, wallets, empty pouches, like somebody's hacksaw. There's like some small Lincoln logs that look like they go around the outside of a window. There's so some generalized nonsense back here as well.
Is there any mead?
There is not. Only what you have. Only your apple pie. Your apple pie brandy.
The apple pie brandy.
Yeah, it's all you got.
A hand mirror of some sort.
Maybe a luck check. Roll a d20. Roll low under your luck.
Of course, it's 17.
Yeah, there is not.
People don't understand the value of looking at yourselves.
All right.
Now we can head up, I guess.
All right.
All right. When you guys go back and you push that tree lever back up, and when that stone pillar comes up out of the floor and raises you back up to the surface of the dark forest. And sure enough, when you get there, there is Big George Lincoln looking over at you. He's actually standing on a tree right now. There are all these like lizards in there that are hissing at him, and he's just randomly grabbing them and throwing them over his shoulder, and they're getting flung into across the forest. And he is like, "Hello, travelers. I have been mistaken. I really thought I was helping people there, but I realize now that what I thought my values were not aligned with the values of mortals. And I've been making a lot of mistakes here. I hope you can forgive me."
Oh, certainly. Everyone makes mistakes.
Yes. And he says, Raffin, he says, looking down at you, if that's your name, as soon as just a second ago, suddenly I heard the voices of all of these spirits, and I was keeping them here trapped with me. And they said that you had come to rescue them. If you are indeed Raffin, know this. I have sent all of those souls on to their final delivery place and to wherever that should be. And they have gone on and been beyond you. So your quest is now lifted.
Thank you, mighty George Lincoln.
Just George. We're cool. So then it flies you one at a time back up to the town proper. And when it gets there, everyone's running and screaming, and he's like, "No, no, wait! I realize that." Kind of once again goes over the fact that he was mistakenly, acting. Didn't mean to be acting against the wills of the town. Really thought he was doing the right thing, but clearly had failed and had done a bunch of that. So he promises to going forward, he will be a true protector to Georgetown, and everyone is pleased to hear this. And he's like, I realize now that, when I was shooting at you people and burning you up alive, that's not what you needed. What you needed was a friend. And from now on, I shall be that friend. And I shall not be just randomly blasting anyone randomly, but unless you're a burglar or something like that, or a Hun, I don't know, whatever. You're okay. And then he flies off singing his theme song. I will Georgia, and he kind of flies up into the air and such. And like the mayor looks over at you and she's like, it's over. You have done it, travelers. You've actually managed to do it. Well done. Thank you all so much. So she actually pays you an additional 20 gold pieces each. And she invites you to stay here and live here in Georgetown and become part of the citizenry. She's like, I will have, we build all of our houses out of these giant Lincoln logs here, so I can have a house built for you in a matter of hours, and you can stay here with us. And commerce is going to resume soon. Pretty soon, the stores are going to open back up. There'll be work and jobs. It'll be great.
Mayor, may I get a tapestry made with a snake for your goat bridge that just says, don't tread on me? It's a bit of a warning on the...
That's a really good idea. You know what? We should have done... Well, we put it there a long time ago to discourage creatures from the dark forest coming up here, and our perfect system snakes have done a marvelous job of keeping us safe for many years, but maybe on our side, so people knowing down the bridge would be more careful.
Yeah.
It shall be as you say, Thomason. It shall be as you say. So you are all made honorary citizens of Georgetown, and there's a giant big celebration with brandy and donuts, and it gets wide. So we'll go ahead and end here. So this adventure was actually I did a workshop. I'm actually wearing my Creativity Con shirt from the workshop. It was a workshop at Rose-Hulman University, and I did a workshop where I divided a group of engineering students into 5 groups, and I was like, all right, you guys come up with monsters, you come up with treasures, traps, hazards, and locations. And all the groups made up their things, and then we wove them all together in the second half of the meeting into an adventure. And this is that adventure that was written by a design team of senior engineering students from Rose-Hulman University. And I just think it turned out hilarious and weird. None of them had ever played a role-playing game before, and so it gives it a very, very weird, different flavor. There's like every monster in there you can get around without fighting. You know what I'm saying? Which no one does that. So I hope it wasn't too weird tonight. I hope everybody had fun and enjoyed themselves. And boy, tech problems, whatever. But thank you all so much for tuning in. Look, more than ever, we have a tradition here on Game Therapy, which we shall now enact. I want everyone to and if you're watching at home, please, I invite you all to physically do that along with me and the rest of the cast of tonight's show. Everyone take a big inhale. Big exhale. In with the gaming. Out with the bullcrap. In with the gaming. Out with the bullcrap. We are done a half an hour early because you guys did a fantastic job. Hey, Mike, what a way to figure out that puzzle. Way to not attack those ghosts. And to not just sit there and try to attack my perfect system of snakes or go to the wrong trees. You guys could have died in any number of ways, but you did a great job, and thank you all very much.
Thank you. Yeah, that was a blast.
Had a very good time.
I'm glad
Thanks
you enjoyed
everybody
it.
for playing with us.
Yes, and if you're watching, come back next week. Do you think this was crazy? Next week, everything gets paranoid. Can't wait to see you. I can't wait to see you next week, kids.
That would be so fun. That would be
we're gonna see. We're gonna see. Thank you all, and good night.
Night. Thank you.
Good night. Good night.